Hello and welcome. My name is Brian Apples, and this is the story of how I ended up on a planet called Dune. So join me and let's experience it together.
Come here. Kneel. Put your hand in the box. I hold at your neck the Gom Jabbar, the high-handed enemy. Don't pull away or you will die. Great plots are afoot in the Imperium, and the currents of intrigue run deeply. Arrakis is the key, and the Fremen are missing. You will go to Arrakis as our agent, prisoner. You have one task. Find the Fremen. Wake the sleeper. Everything depends on this. Do you understand? Good. You speak truth. But here is the rest of it. There is only one rule. Keep your hand in the box and live. Withdraw it and die. An animal would gnaw off its own hand to escape the pain. And we can only be served by humans. Find the Fremen. Wake the sleeper. You will know when it is done.
You're wrong. It's just an off-world. No, not the Al-Shaheed Ahadi. No, Arista said it was just a dream. I agree, but she is almost Sayadina.
Oof. Sucks when you're dragged across the ground by a mysterious man that's masked. But hey, that's Dune Awakening. New game that just came out recently. We're going to be exploring it, figuring it out, and having a few adventures along the way. So, first thing I come across is a Frem kit. Boom. What does it have inside? The things I need to make a scrap knife. What is a scrap knife? Essentially a sharpened piece of metal, or a piece of metal that was cracked off of something else at a jagged edge. Now, it's a long way from a crisp knife, but it'll have to do for now. So, we go ahead and finally figure out how to equip the darn thing. The darn thing is equipped, so we move right along to just kind of seeing the area, the terrain. There be some slots. We're going to be filling them up. So, we're going to have a couple little test swings. Yep, that's a good one. All right, maybe another one. Let's see. Oh, yep, that one was swift. Alrighty. Now we approach the moisture seal. Alright, and all that swinging makes for a thirsty man, so let's go ahead and lap this up. Yep. Yep. Pure vanilla. Okie doke. Seeing the way forward, we begin our descent. And here we go. 1, 2, 3. And... okay. Made a mistake. So, now we figure out and we find out how to heal and move forward from those mistakes. So, we get our heal kit. We make a bandage. We wrap that bandage around our wrist. We look at the thing in front of us. Them do be rocks. So we wrap the wrist one more time to make sure it's nice and secure. And away we go. As I make my way to the exit, I grab a couple more fibrous plants, run past some dew, and hit this last moisture seal. And I'm shown a beautiful first look at the surface of Arrakis. It's like it's all on fire. Well,
So
if it isn't
then,
Zentara himself.
you're not quite dead.
Yeah. I don't know how to feel about this guy yet.
Now you will know a thing that few but the Fremen have seen. For many, the last thing they saw before they were slaughtered. Come, let us speak of our escape. There's a way through the barricade, if you do as I say. We're gonna need one of their ornithopters. Their protocol is to remain aloft and kill anything that moves from above. That's where you come in. If you can slip back onto the Proteus and locate the command module, you can activate the captain's personal emergency transmitter. He's a noble. They're not allowed to let him die. Leave the rest to me. Here, take this Communinet transceiver. It's essential for planetary communication. Now go, and be quick. The Mother Storm is upon us. Stick to the shadows, Offworlder. The heat of the sun is deadly to the unprepared. Watch the prisoners for a cut array. And off-worlder, be careful.
Okie doke. Getting familiar with our mining tool, or in this case, our cutting array. We clear the path towards the inside of this down ship. Yes. We find that inside these hallways there are shields or shielded gateways that we cannot pass. So we figure out a different way forward. Cut. Zerp. Get out of my way, door. And who's this? No time for asking questions. Pulling blades instead. Boom. We're in this. First strike. Second strike. Third and fourth and fifth. And six, and he's dead. Alright. And something tells me this will be more difficult than the previous bout. And it's not just the natural progression video games I'm talking about. Here we see the game attempting to teach me the parry mechanic, me not understanding it and proceeding to murder the person and just sidestep the whole problem. Yep. Classic gamer brain. Give me that bandage. I'm Batman.
What are you doing? Evening the odds.
A swift attack can force your enemy off balance, but only a slow blade penetrates a shield.
The slow blade penetrates the shield.
And with the old man's words fresh in my mind, take a breath, wait for an opening, and I begin my assault. Do a couple of pump fakes. Up, up. And they're dead.
We only need the leader. I hear I'm a wanted man.
Oi! Utland scum! I vitsjo man tukta lasto breg ada hung un valo arsund. De dia abada.
I know. That's why I brought you here.
Stitch.
Damn. Man said, I'm okay with wasting that water.
The Thopter will have the codes to get us through the barrier. Ever fly an Ornithopter? It's simple enough. But my leg is bad and I won't be able to work the pedals.
couldn't wait for you. But now you need to run. The sandworm is coming. Run! Now!
A sandworm? God damn it, and you didn't even care to pick me up and take me with you? Now you got me running across this hot-ass sand. Holy jeez. Jesus Christ. I feel the ground moving. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my God. And there goes my first religious experience. Double time. Here we go. Get me off this moving, shifting sand. Here we go. Okay. Okay. On some firm ground now. What's this structure?
My leg is bad.
I guess there are some locals around these parts. Maybe there's other people like me looking for the Fremen. No time for that now. Gonna keep it moving. But, okay, we're on the ground. We need to figure out what's our next move. Okay, being in the sun, it hurts. My skin is puckering. Oh no. Okay, okay. Gotta move. Gotta stay in the shadows. Gotta stay covered. Okay, I might be panicking, but let me try to harvest rock. Okay, nope, this won't scan. What? So, what? You should melt. Hello, I'm lasering you. What in God's valley of hell is happening? Okay, I had to move on from you. Okay. All right, and it looks like we need to collect some plant fiber. So, we go about collecting as much as we need to get our makeshift nomad clothes, you could say. Makeshift clothing that will keep us protected from the elements, as harsh as they are on the planet of Arrakis. We research the schematics. We manufacture it by hand. This is probably cutting away hours and hours of hand weaving that must have left my little bitty little fingies all sore and stuff. But we put the drip on. The drip is drippy. Let's keep it moving.
The war of assassins has left debris darts. Don't let the Imperial disdain for ranged weapons lead you astray. Very few people are foolhardy enough to use shields this deep in the sands. And that is to your advantage.
And now that we're looking better than ever, we begin gathering some scrap metal to create a Mauler pistol. We need to be up in the ante on how we can protect ourselves. So, bing bang boom, collecting metal it is. Call me a prospector the way that I'm harvesting these metal alloys. God, do I love the noises that come from Shai Hulud. And there we were just shown how to inspect our bodies by holding T. Don't you just love when you hold T and inspect your body? And I think I see my first adversary at the top of this little rock. He thinks he's going to live a peaceful life out here on the dunes with his little tent. Wrong. Just as soon as I can figure out how to get over here. There we go. Okay. Everybody get your swabbles up. Here we go. Alright. I missed, but I won't miss again. Oh. The little jump. Oh. I guess I was wrong. Why I oughta. Well, now that I've killed them, I feel kind of bad. But that's not going to stop me from robbing them blind. Here we go. Let us loot. Delicious looting. Silly Brian. That's not going to cut it. Oh, what's in here? Looks like it's a jackpot. Oh, what's over here? Here we go. This is going to be huge. God! Ah! Oh, Jesus Christ. I should pay attention when things go beep. You know what will fix almost getting exploded? Classic bandage right around that wrist. Boom, and we're back to harvesting. Just that easy. And don't let anything keep me down or deter me. So just like that, I have my paws on my mauler pistol, as they say. And then we move on to pondering which skill we should get. Let's see. We end up choosing deflection. Yeah. All right. Mauler in hand. I was out here in the sand. Let's go. I wonder what that micro sandwich be like. I will resist the urge to eat it. We are prompted to create a respawn beacon, and we do so accordingly. Just another part of the wonderful progression in Dune Awakening. Now we have a way to make sure that we can get back to where we just died. And boy are they handy. And boy do I wish I used them properly, because as we'll see in a little bit, I did not. But I'll tell you what I do properly. That's collecting scrap metal and paying attention to ticking noises. Nope, not this time, sir. Yeah, that's what I thought. After a short while, I've created a set of binoculars, and I use those binoculars to track down a man at the place that he currently resides. Yes, I will be ruining the rest of his night. Yeah, boy. But you didn't think the rest of your night going like this once you set up shop and lit your fire, huh, buddy? Alright, just gonna scan this. Oh, what's going on? Nope. Okay. Just gonna move on. Here we go. Boom. Forget about it. Okie doke. We're looking to mine some granite so we can begin to think about picking a place to settle down, or at least to settle for right now. Now, getting up these rocks is no easy task, but I find my way. This bit here is about a V3, and then once I make it to the top of this rock formation, here's my granite. Bing, bang, boom. I'm mining it, and there it crumbles. So satisfying. And there goes one of those odd structures. Questions for another time. Right now, my main concern is making it to the next rock formation before... Oh, whoa! And there she blows, boys! If it isn't Shai Hulud themselves. Breathtaking. And horrifying all at once. Now that we're in the relative safety of this rock formation, I'm sure you're wondering, what is my next objective? Well, the answer is simple. I'm trying to deliver some scrap metal for the salvage junket side mission. So, on my way over to the place where I need to deposit the metal, I run into this encampment where I proceed to run the ones with all these little scavengers, and they think that they are good, but no, they're not. Look at how I just slided my knife in the spine of that one. Okay, your turn. Boom. Knee to the face. He's dead. Okay. Taking some shots, but also weaving past a lot of them. You might fall, you might die. What'll happen first? Looks like you died. Alright, next. Nope. Try. Oh. And now this isn't fair. Now it's 2 against 1. Oh god. Oh god. It's no, not like this. Not like this, please. God damn it, I died. And that was my first death in Dune Awakening. Okay. And I quickly realized that I've made a huge mistake by not placing a respawn beacon. So I have to go back to the last place where I was alive, or where I set. Did I set the charge there? Doesn't matter. Long story short, I'm running back about 10-15 minutes back to where my body is, and I need to get my get back. So those guys are in trouble as soon as I get over there. I swear to God. And guess who ran into more scavengers on my way back to my belongings? Yep, that's me. I bet you're wondering how I ended up in this situation. It's because I'm a huge bonehead that picks fights. Here we go. You're dead now. Okay, consequences for the both of us. Get out of here, moisture seal. Oh, hiding behind the rock, I see. Well, oh, it's a trap. I'm getting jumped. Somebody call somebody from JJK. Tell them I need a reverse jumping. That was a close one. I'll just make more band-aids. Don't want to end up like those guys. Curious. More of those micro sandwiches. I might have one for dinner tonight. Oh yeah, you greasy stink bugs. I'm here for round 2. You do have no idea what's coming to you. I'm gonna be just scrambling around. And I'm gonna get into you. Oh, he's on me. Okay. All right, plan B. Straightforward.
Where's my backup?
You're dead. I'm about to show you something crazy. Now watch as I weave you in the head and put you out of your misery. You're welcome. Oof, it's a lot of hard work. Ooh, a bandage? A singular bandage? Just what I needed. Shadows, and I see my next victim. That sounds icky. Target. My next target. Okay, here we go on the approach. Make sure we're steady, and
I need help!
he never stood a chance. And neither did you. Ooh, my stuff. Perfect. Now, but first, let me grab a couple things from you. Thank you. Oh, baby. There's my stuff. And my sandwiches. Can't forget those. And we see there that we're still pretty far away, but through the power of editing, boom. We are here. As we approach the humble trading post, our mind boggles at the thought of all the wonderful people we might meet here and the wonderful friends we might make.
Look at the way you stand. No discipline, no confidence. I've killed 1,000 like you on the battlefield.
Well, okay. Guess I'll just go and hand in my scrap metal then. Okay, here we go. Yep, that's the one. Can't manage to figure out how to... There we are. Okay. Let's give him that hundo. With that matter taken care of, we can start thinking about where we're gonna live. Alright. Snap my ankles, but on my way up here, and after I hydrate, I think this rock here to the left would be the perfect place. I think that'll be where I make my home. Okie doke. First things first, pop down the subfeed console, and then we start laying out our floor plan and filling in the blocks. And just like that, we have our basic outline for our home. And so I just spend the next couple minutes taking care of that, trying to fill this in, and a couple of different adventures happen before I'm actually able to finish it, because I realized I did not collect enough materials. So I put down my power generator for the meantime, step outside, grab a couple of bit more laps of that Wawa. Wait, just in case, respawn beacon down. And it's in this time collecting materials that I find I have my first encounter with a local. He drives past me very slowly and cautiously, before almost wiping out. Come on. Sweet release. Alright. It's around this time that I get an idea for a second floor and I start putting in that little roof to get some shade because I'm dehydrated. Once that's in place, I turn on my power generator and I'm treated to.
The sub-thief console comes with an automatic shield system that will keep your base safe from the sandstorms. Just keep the generator fueled, or the storms will tear at your walls. And it goes without saying, don't build on open sand. Seal your base, off-worlder. Maintain good water discipline, and it will keep you alive. You've done well licking flowers and sucking sap, but you need a consistent source of water. And the best source out here is blood. Extract it, store it, refine it, and drink it. Raw if you're really desperate. And don't mind throwing up. Actually, don't drink it. Unless you really have to.
With that, I lap up some dew, create the blood extractor blood sac combo, and proceed to briefly contemplate the moral implications of my actions from here on. Wish I could say I had regrets. After all, this is about survival. Returning home just before sunrise, I hear a curious sound that then alerts me to a even more curious visitor who calls me out by my full government name, which is concerning.
What's up, Brian Apples?
Fearing this still suitless maverick, I hold perfectly still in hopes he gets distracted and leaves. He complies, but immediately after I'm visited by someone else. Having a quick moment of feeling like my home is being invaded, I start to contemplate of a more permanent solution for my home security. And of course the answer is to quickly finish building my house. With that being said, I am a long way when it comes to resources and materials to being able to finish that. So, we plop down our little blood processing unit and then proceed to stumble across an Imperial testing station where we go about extracting the blood from everybody we come across. Now, that person at the front entrance was dead. And I was able to get their water very easily. So I proceed to explore more of this testing facility. I steady myself as this is surely an enemy-infested facility. Oh, well. I'm not the one with an insanguination problem. You're the one that likes sucking blood from people.
Welcome to Desert Botanical Testing Station number 2. I am the station supervisor, Dr. Rommel Greer. The ultimate mission of these stations is to find or engineer botanical species capable of thriving in the extremely arid conditions of Arrakis. A true challenge, as I'm sure any visitor who has traveled through
What was
the
that?
barren rocks
Oh no,
and sand
you
above
keep
the
going.
lagoon.
I was just taking care of something.
Our first task has been the installation and testing of wind trap units, capable of reclaiming moisture from the atmosphere. I'm pleased to report complete success.
Wait
both
a
with the
second.
installation and
Is that
functioning of these
why everybody's been
devices.
dead?
The
Who's down
thriving
here?
vegetation you will find within these halls is a testament to the success of this technology.
Now that you've quit with the yapping, Hollow Man, I wonder if I should get in the way of whoever's clearing the path for me. Right now, he's Muad'Dib. He's leading the way. Man, there are water bottles all over this place. Venturing deeper into the facility, I come across more doohickeys than I've ever seen before. See? An embarrassment of riches. Alright, time to make my way home.
Welcome to Desert Botanical Testing Station number 2.
God, this testing facility was easy to beat. And just like that, I've made it back home with a pocket full of blood and a heart full of... well, I guess also blood. And check this out, guys. I've made my home a bit of a climbing challenge to get to. That section right there was probably a 5'10" at least. And now we hydrate off of dew for the last time. Boy, am I excited to turn blood into water.
You're probably feeling it by now, Wolfwilder.
Whoa,
Spice.
what's happening?
It's everywhere.
Oh no. Oh no.
The sand, the blood.
Oh boy.
It prolongs life, expands consciousness, and triggers.
Oh jeez. This is how Chalamet must have felt. Oh shit, boys. I'm literally him.
Observe this valley, sacred to the Equan Bedouin. Here, Wally faced the trials of Akul, proving their knowledge of the Fremen ways. Find the Fremen, she said. Seven tests, 7 steps. Set your feet. Follow the uncertain path. Keep moving. The only true death is stagnation.
Whew! I gotta find a trip sitter, goddamn. And now I gotta follow my inner sight. Whatever the heck that means. So before I go, I make sure that I am going to be just swimming in that perfect blue. Alright. So I guess just go out into the go out across the sands, I guess. Okay. Editor, cue the music. this? Another encampment for me to take down. Let's go! Oh boy, not again. Not like this. I'll have my revenge! And after slaughtering everyone in my way, I am able to return to my stuff. But boy, is it satisfying to take them out one by one. See? Look at this guy. Didn't stand a chance. And there's my stuff. In no time at all, we've followed our inner sight and have arrived at the place of our first trial. Only the Maker knows what lies before us. But boy, am I excited to find out. I hope I get to snort so much spice. It must be my birthday because somebody left me party favors. Here we go. Whoa. Gotta remember not to inhale so strongly next time. Whew, God knows how long that could have waited. A minute. Oh no. Dorothy, I think we're not Toto anymore. And from here, the vision entails you getting to learn a lot about the Fremen and avoiding some giant eyes with lights. So I'll let you experience that on your own when you play through this section in the game.
Who is it that thinks? Ibn Qiltayba. Defiance leads to thought. Who is it that thinks? Those who suffer. Remember Harmontep. Bila Kaifa.
Still there, Offworlder? Your signal drifted for a moment. No matter. A thought occurs. When the Sardaukar began their purge, many Fremen were slaughtered. The ones that were not abandoned their caves, leaving valuable resources behind. Valuable resources that just might contain the makings of a still suit.
Let's go! I knew those sandwiches would come in handy at some point. And now we're looking to make us a still suit, baby. Which I will say in this game look fantastic. They look incredible. And so, what else should we do but to take out some scavengers and look for some freaking sandwiches?
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Sandstorm, huh? Well, it's a good thing I'm in a cave, and it's a good thing I got some more sandwiches. And blood.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
I mean, I'm here, aren't I? Might as well. And with that, we have enough fabric to make us a still suit. Now we just have to wait out the rest of the storm and head back home. Alright. So close. I'm so close. I just need a couple more things. I just need some plant fiber. I just need some metal. I just need a third thing. Some copper. So as soon as we have all these things together, we're going to be one of the drippiest people in all of the dunes. Now, could you just imagine that? Picture that. Yeah, I know you can. Looks like the sandstorm's passing. Let's get out of here. Now, please enjoy this montage of me collecting the rest of those materials. Home sweet home. And it's about to get even more homey. Give me that schematic. Now, this is one small step in the progression of this game, but one giant leap in the progression of my trip. And also the fabricator is fascinating. It has so many other things that I can make. But I proceed to making sure that I get that beautiful, beautiful still suit created. And this also makes me aware of the fact that I no longer need to personally create a lot of things. Again, another satisfying element of the progression in this game. Completely recommend you giving it a shot, giving it a try. I promise you, if you like survival MMOs or survival games in general, this will definitely hit the spot. And it's also just so satisfying to watch the thing pulse and whirl as it fabricates. Chef's kiss.
Impressive, Off-Worlder. Just remember, if you didn't connect the tubes between the calves and the thigh pads just right, you'll be drinking your own liquefied feces. And that does not count as hydration, by the way. I have good news, Off-Worlder. My leg has recovered enough that I will risk it to move forward. I know a place in your sector where we can meet. Craft a survey device so you can figure out how to get there and join me.
With that, at about 3 hours worth of gameplay, you obtain the still suit and are ready to fully start to explore the depth of this game, because I feel like I am but scratching the surface at this point. We research and install our ore processor, setting up ourselves nicely for the next time we log in. So with that being said, thank you for joining me in this exploration of Dune Awakening. I hope you join me next time here on the Brian My Apples channel. And if you liked what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope to see you next time. Peace.